First time in Michael's Civic. I'm just showing how great it looks and how great it is.
Thanks. Evangelize throughout your entire life. Find myself in a way. Oh, and they're so good.
Bro.
Speaking of goose.
You know, like in the Crudes where they have the egg?
Ooh la la.
What have I stumbled upon?
Testing audio. wait, let me get my phone holder.
Bro.
Microphone stand.
What's up, gang? Welcome back to the podcast. Quarterly review number 6? 7? I don't know. Which one is it? It's not 5.
5, 4, 3, 2,
This is 7.
1.
Thank you. I believe this is 7.
What?
Okay, we have to turn off the visualizer.
What?
Back.
What?
Podcast number 7. How's Montana, Michael? Oh, great.
Take me home, back to Montana.
Oh, looks like you enjoyed it. It's okay.
No, it's not okay.
No.
I'm moving to Montana. Yeah, the people there were so nice.
Yeah.
I met a whole old person community.
Yeah.
And
Pickleball?
then another old person community. I became better at pickleball than everyone I know.
We gotta go play sometime. Our mantra will be,
I want to go before Docs College today.
I bet your toenail isn't getting damaged, just the rock.
So I sharpened my toenails.
How you trim them? Keep
Okay.
them trimmed.
What's the Joe Rogan intro to the... No.
Joe Rogan Podcast! Train by day? No, the Joe Rogan Experience! Okay,
Party all day, train all night.
train by morning, podcast by night. All day. So, have you heard about ayahuasca? What do you think about bears?
What do you think about bow hunting and the psychological impacts of a bow?
Yeah, Armand, maybe we should trail run, pickleball, and then record.
Bow, run, lift, shoot, run, shoot, run, lift. No, lift, run, shoot.
Run, pickle, shoot.
Shoot, pickle, run. Shoot, pickle, run.
Run, pickle, run. Yeah. So how are your disciplines?
Trail run and then podcast will be our new tradition.
It's our second time in a row doing it.
Is it?
Did we trail run last time? No, I
If
don't
we
think
did, it's a full-fledged tradition. If we didn't, today's the first time.
Yeah, I like it. So we're shooting late, 10 days later than usual, because Michael was in Montana, which for my
Trip
what I
ended
hear.
too soon.
Huh?
Trip ended too soon.
Too
I
soon, he
need to
says.
be there another week, maybe 3, maybe a whole month. Maybe right until Montana or Europe trip.
Just fly from Montana to Europe.
that works too.
Yeah.
No, it was really good, relaxing. I realized a few things about who I am and who I'm going to become. It was beautiful. I will move to Montana most likely one day, or maybe have a house there. And that's about the trip. Okay. Let's see.
Let's review our disciplines.
You mean habits?
What's the difference?
Habits are different than discipline.
Okay.
Okay, habits. Let's see how many I can recall.
Oh, I have
off
an
the top of my
interesting
head.
story that I don't think you know about one of my habits.
Oh, really? Tell me about it.
Okay. During our 24-hour marathon.
What? No way.
During our 24-hour marathon, I forgot to journal. I thought I did, but I didn't during the event. So. And the last entry I did was on July 1st. That was the last entry that I had put in my journal before I lost the streak.
Mhm.
And I looked the next day and I was like, dude, that sucks. And then I remembered that I started the streak last year on July 1st.
What?
Yeah. So I unknowingly did exactly 1 year of journaling, unbroken, and then broke it.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then, I just did a recap for the following days and kept going. So,
Yep.
I mean, not much I can do. And
That's literally the only thing you
yeah.
can do.
And especially because I didn't really, it wasn't a conscious thing. It was just like, I forgot. Definitely could have put more effort into it, but I didn't intentionally skip out. So I don't really feel bad about it. Yeah, just keep going.
That's literally how most habits should. That's the point that most habits should get to,
Yeah.
where you're pretty much 100% consistent, and then if something happens to it, you know that the point isn't the streak. The point is the habit.
Yeah.
It's the intentionality behind it that really matters.
It's pretty, it's not discouraging, it's kind of annoying when I set a goal or set a goal or a streak, and then when I don't hit it, people are like, oh, what happened? I thought you're doing this. I said, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be watching anything, and I wasn't. But then I don't know, Sam showed me a video on Reddit, and he was like, oh, so you broke your streak. Okay, might as well just, whatever.
That's trapping you, though.
Yeah.
That's not really there to encourage you. That's more of a trap.
Well, yeah, I don't know if he was being intent. I don't know.
Maybe
I
a
don't think he
joke.
realized it beforehand. But yeah, even later, I realized I'm trying to be consistent in something, and then as soon as I just don't reach that goal specifically, people sometimes be like, oh, what happened? I thought you're trying to do this. I'm like, yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to keep it perfectly, so.
Well, some people are different. I keep stuff.
My bad. Yeah, speak for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, speak for yourself. No, yeah, totally.
So yeah, but Bible Streak been going since July 1st as well. I started it, July 1st at the same time, just after that, I think month that I was just not doing anything. And it's so interesting to think back how different my life is. As I remember, I think it was June. It was June. I was I would just stay inside, play Minecraft, and I was very intentionally yeah, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, and just being very selfish and indulgent in it. And
honestly, I remember that so clearly. It doesn't even feel like it was last year in July.
yeah,
And I remember we were driving to Loon Lake and we were talking about it.
yeah.
And I was like, Mikey, stop playing Minecraft all the freaking time. Let the Azarus play Minecraft. Stop playing.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I won't stop playing. And then you click, something clicked the next month.
I mean, yeah, it's I knew
You know what you need to change, but you just don't.
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And also, there wasn't, I would say it's in repentance, I could turn away, but there was nothing to turn towards. There was no goals. There was nothing big to pursue, which I think was the biggest reason I didn't do it, because I thought, okay, if I do go away, what am I going to be working towards? So that's definitely, I think, a big part in
Yeah.
that,
I
something
do
that you
think
need.
that there's a level like you don't know the direction, but if you don't start, then you will never find a direction until you just end up wasting so much time until you're so far down this pit. And the difference, like I feel like the most important thing is to figure out how to balance that, where it's like you don't have a direction. Not even balance it. I mean, like, how do you get to a point where you get out of that rut right away? And I think there's a level like you have to have people around you who are there to support you and to literally pull you out of that, and that has to exist. Scrap the footage.
Turn on the heat seeker.
Don't do this to me, Mikey.
You didn't have to bring it up.
I'm like, I go, this is really horrible. Cut it out.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Okay, back to, no, I have to give you freeze frames to cut it too perfectly. No, don't worry, be happy. That's where I looked before something happened, and then I was looking at that right before I said that comment, so you can cut the freeze frame.
Okay. Ah. Oh.
Yeah, find your point.
Okay, bye.
But yeah, like finding people around you who will pull you out of that right away. But the thing is, like, then, like saying to yourself, yeah, that when these specific people who I have chosen for this role say something, I have to do it. Because there's no value in it if you don't have that level. Like, yeah, I've committed to being held accountable by these people. So if I don't listen to that, I am ruining my identity in this area. And that's something I committed to. That's something I have to hold to.
Yeah. So I remember we had this dilemma of we see accountability is a good thing, but we don't know how to do it good.
Yeah.
Is that what you would say good accountability looks like?
Although that's a certain like role of accountability for sure.
Okay. Yeah, we wouldn't be sure if.
I promised I don't litter.
You gotta throw it behind you.
Into the river.
It looks really cool. Yeah, what else? I did get with reading this little pitfall where I would read ahead so that on other days I wouldn't have to read, but then that destroyed the consistency even though the content was still there.
I literally remember saying, Mikey, I don't know if I actually said it, but I vividly remember thinking, freeze frame. Okay. No, I vividly remember thinking, I don't know if I said it, I'm pretty sure I said it, but I thought it for sure, where it's like, man, Mikey, that is gonna bite you in the butt. The point is consistency, not, and I didn't use bite you in the butt, but I think that's exactly what would happen is like, the point isn't that you read this many pages, the point is that you read this many pages, but there's also a level, like, the point isn't just to read those 10 pages, it's the consistency that comes with it too.
Right.
And so when you say, oh, so I'll read 100 pages on Monday, so I don't have to read 12 pages each day.
Yeah.
12, 13, whatever. Like, yeah, the point is that you read 10 pages a day. And that's something, I feel like there's a power with streaks, because streaks really, really, really give you that extra push where it's like, I've been doing it so long that if I stop at this point, there's a weight to losing it.
Yeah.
So if you had intentionally been thinking, oh, I don't feel like journaling, and then you just stop journaling, then at that point, it's like you lose a part of the weight behind it.
Mm-hmm. I know. I need to get a good shiver in.
No, I'm good. It's just that my foot was in the air. The sand is really warm. It was warm. No. So yeah, and I think that there's a level with what it was specifically with. There's a level of.
The Bible says one alone will give you cold, but two together will not go cold.
Okay, fine, you can rinse me.
I thought we were gonna actually do it, but
So yeah, okay. Let me. I know where I am. I'm just trying to think of like what words will use the best. Or what words play the best role here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that there's a level of like with all habits, that the habit itself, what you're trying to do with it, reading, whether it be reading, journaling, working out, it's good. There's also a level, like with every single habit you decide to do, there's a level of discipline that comes with it that you really, really need for yourself. And so I would say that with journaling, if it's an intentional stop, like you mentioned that that wasn't a podcast. Like, that wasn't an intentional stop, which it doesn't give you an excuse to not continue.
Yep.
But it does give you, like, knowing that that wasn't intentional will allow you to go back to it and say, hey, no, like, I honestly do this to be consistent as well as journal. And so there's no loss of intentionality behind it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Like, you aren't gonna stop journaling now because you think, oh, my streak is lost, so there's no point.
Yeah.
There is a point, you know that, and you know there's intentionality behind it, so you don't give up on that goal. Like with working out, there's a level, like, for me at least, at this point where it's like, I just work out. That is literally what I do. There's no other option. There literally is no other option. I get an hour and 30 in every day, period. There's no stopping. And so in that, there's like, if one day I have a very lazy workout, the intentionality doesn't drop. It's just that day, I kind of gave into that annoying thought of, oh, you can just do a little bit easier. You can just do the easiest thing you can possibly think of, right?
Yeah.
But like the intentionality behind that, when I snap out of it, comes back, and I stick to being held accountable to myself, but to holding this like a certain standard that I want to hold to. So,
what do you think is the biggest benefit you've gotten from that working out streak, or that from working out consistently?
Most noticeable, or biggest benefit?
Biggest benefit.
I would say I want to say discipline, but also like consistency in it. I would say the discipline that causes consistency is the biggest benefit. So the discipline. I would say that the discipline allows me to do so much more in every single area of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives me this confidence of like, yeah, I know I can do this because I have done it. And it gives me this confidence that goes into every area of my life. And that discipline is what fuels it. And it fuels consistency as well. And it also fuels me feeling great too. Like I know I can I can go run however long I need to run, and I'll make it out alive. And so that's kind of where benefit I've had from that.
Okay.
Same thing with journaling, where it's like, I know every day that I journal, like sometimes like I am journaling and like the last few, like the words of like, I don't know, the 5 things that like the faith loss, the 2 lessons and 2 wins. Like you see the win, and it just like scribbles off into a line, and then like a flat line. It literally goes beep, 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 beep. It's literally scribble, 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 flat line. So like there are the nights like that, and it's like 12 a.m. or like 1 a.m. and it's like that's happening. But like most days, I'm there intentionally to journal what happened throughout the day. And so like I don't consider it it didn't happen. I consider it that I put in the valiant effort as much as I could, and literally me falling asleep, there's like very little I could do because it's so late.
Yeah. What's that framework you use in your journaling? The faith loss.
Yeah. So every day I have, my format looks like this. One page, so it's like this, I don't know, 15 by 8 size journal, like this big. One side of the page, and it's like, it's always the right, like a new page, the front of the page is the day and what happened throughout the day. So kind of an outline. Maybe I didn't wake up at 6 a.m. So what time I woke up and why and how I felt. Like literally like 2 lines. And every thought I have or every major thing that happened that day is separated by 1 line. So you can kind of go through.
Okay.
It's not just one big block of writing, because that would be difficult to go through, and you're able to kind of see the thing like quickly. Oh, paragraph here, paragraph here, paragraph here. Those are the major things. Mm-hmm. So that's the first page, and I started using a naming convention out of just like trial and error pretty much. It's really cool how it happened. My naming convention is date with the name of the month, so July 8th with is it the, not the precursor, the like July, and then the TH or the RD or the
Yeah,
ST.
I don't know what that's called.
Whatever. Name, I don't know if it's, whatever. It's month, day, and then year. So 2025. And it's like month, day, comma, year, and then line, which is really cool, that line that I use. And whenever I post workouts with like a intentional caption that I just separate something with, it's one line. It's like this not an dash. It's a extended line. It's not a parenthesis or a exclamation point, but it's a solid line like this.
Yeah.
And I know where I got that from. When I started doing the first 75 hard, Carter was doing it. Carter Longpaper. And he used that in one of his posts.
Okay. Yeah.
And then in my Strava, I started using that. So when I named my workouts still, because I don't waste time doing that anymore, I did day dash workout 1 out of 2 dash and then something else. And so I got that from there, and then I started using it in journaling. So it's now date dash journal entry, number of journal entry. So I think today is like, never mind, like journal entry number, and then another dash. And I started doing, I have been doing time, and more recently, like if there's a certain big highlight of the day. So for the Montana trip, it was day X out of 18 or something, and then Montana trip. Or if there was like yesterday, it was I had to pick up a lady from the airport, so I picked her up, and that was like the main thing that was out of the normal. So I said, picked Lee up at AP, and so it's the big thing that was different that day. And so it's just like a cool thing that I started doing.
Okay.
Maybe not completely consistently, because there's just sometimes when there's nothing too interesting to mention, but in general, that's my naming convention. Then on the next page, I have a positive characteristic I saw in someone that day. So whether it be podcast, person I interacted with, person who helped me, I helped them, something that stands out in their character. Then 3 things I'm grateful for the day, and then the story behind it. It's called 5LLLWW.
wait. Say that again.
5LLWW.
Okay.
So originally it was 5 critical things that happened in the day. And as I kind of revised and I kind of thought of new ideas and I tried to change, like I didn't like it as much anymore because it was very similar to stuff I already recapped in journal entry. And so as it kind of evolved, it became one thing that either I got convicted on that I didn't act on, one thing where I sinned like very blatantly, like you can tell that wasn't good, and then 2 lessons. So maybe it might be tied to that conviction that I had or something that happened that day where there's a lesson to be learned there. And so I have 2 of those a day. So I'm constantly having lessons that I learned, causing me to look back on the day and seeing how I can improve for future. And then 2 wins. So things that I got done well. So like yesterday, for example, it was cleaning my car. I detailed my side of the car, the driver's side of the car, because there's a lot of dirt. I took the entire seat out, I vacuumed, I steamed the carpets, I washed the seats, there's a stain vacuum that I have, so I stain vacuumed the seat, everything except like the dashboard and the vents, because I couldn't get to that, and I gave that 3 hours of work. So that was like a win yesterday, and then I picked up a lady from the airport, and that was another win, talking to her. And so things that kind of stood out and that were like good from the day. So that's my 5. And and the 5 is from the original 5 critical things from the day, and I just kind of kept it, and now it's just the 5LLWW.
That's really cool. I'm thinking about implementing that.
Yeah, I think I already mentioned that, and you said it last time.
I know, and that's what I was like. Yeah, I just haven't gotten to implementing it.
But yeah, and then it's like I have a habit tracker on my phone, so I literally, unless like, so for example, there were 3-4 days where I didn't get my YouTube videos posted, and I didn't get chess. I started playing a chess game a day, like things like that, where I didn't get the chess game done, and I didn't do that. But like most of my habits are done daily, and like that's how I use it. I realize that's such a vital thing, is like having something that tracks all your habits at the same time. So yeah.
What's your longest streak? Is it the working out?
So my longest streaks are working out, and I have 2 workouts a day. So in total as to equal up to an hour and 30. But each workout, like, so let's say I do a workout and it's 30 minutes. Let's say I do a workout and it's 30 minutes long. It doesn't count for one of my 2 workouts. It has to be more than. So if I have two workouts, each of them have to be 45 minutes, or like a total of an hour and 30. So I can't check off both until I've gotten an hour and 30, but I can't check off one until I've gotten more than 45 minutes working out done.
Okay.
And so that's that my working out stuff, and then and my reading. Reading 10 pages a day. I haven't stopped reading 10 pages a day for a long time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking having a long streak would be cool.
For sure. I genuinely, so the way it's worked so far in my head, like I've seen it change over time. At first it was like, guys, look how cool my streak is. I'm so cool because of my streak. And then, like, honestly, as I've been growing a little bit older and realizing it's like literally none of that has literally nothing to do with me. Like, God literally has sustained every single thing from that. And so, like, I can't really take too much pride in that.
Yeah.
And so it's changed from that to me not taking pride in my pride. No,
taking pride in your humility.
But, like, yeah, I think it's a powerful tool that I can use, and so why would I not use it? And I think it is cool. It's nice to have a long streak because, like, I look back and I'm like, yeah, that is something I can point to and say, hey, that's consistency right there. I've tried and put effort in for this many days. And so, yeah, I like it. It also helps a lot with motivation too. Like, running a mile a day, it's such a small barrier to entry, but it is so good for consistency, which is the biggest impact. Consistency is really what matters in most things that you do.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. I really don't know what my goals are for the year. Well, I know in general, like, I can think of, like, general things that I set goals for this year. But the problem is, like, all my habits tie into my goals.
Right.
So I can't really say, hey, this is exactly what I need to get done.
Yeah.
So Ironman, I know, okay, so here's what I know fitness-wise goals. I know, okay, starting to come back. Fitness goals, we have half Ironman coming up this next week, and Ironman still in November. Riding 3,750 miles. For me, I hit my June goal, which was 1,750 miles.
I think you hit it in like April or something.
No, I hit it in June.
Okay.
I was 50 miles off at the beginning of June. So I hit that. Now it's July, and my road bike is still broken. I'm biking a lot less, but I'm running a lot more. So I'll hit that goal, but with running. And then, let's see. I didn't set any pull-up goals. Well, actually, I have my pull-up goal from last year that I'm still working on, which is, I'm pretty sure, 15 pull-ups in one set. And I started doing 5 pull-ups a day, which has been like going for at least 60 days or so. And there's like a few days where I broke the streak just because, like, I pretty much almost broke a door frame because I tried doing it on a door frame, and there was no pull-up bar in Montana. I'd have to run to like obscure places to just find somewhere I could hang to do pull-ups. Mm-hmm. So I almost broke a door frame. Like, I pulled it halfway off and I let go fast enough and had to hit it back in, and I'm like, yeah, no more door frame.
That's me at the Grecos. I was like trying to find something to hang on, but it's like all like rickety.
Yeah. So like I ended up finding a place where I could do it. So I have to grab with my right hand on the outside of the door frame because that's the side that was stable, and I had to grab one hand on the door, and this hand like that was resting against the door, so I was doing pull-ups like this. But like, yeah, and so I'm working towards that. 3 pull-ups or 3 muscle-ups still in progress. Push-ups, I've been very consistent with that. I don't think I've missed a day. I might have actually. But the point with that is, like, I actually changed. So I had 45 push-ups in a set. Then I started reevaluating the form, and I changed it to 15-30. So 15 push-ups, 30 push-ups, for form's sake, to have a better form, which is a little bit more important than just reps. And it's not the reps were bad, it's just I wasn't doing the full range of motion. It was 45 degrees and then like this. So I wasn't locking out completely, and so that's changed. Okay. Faith-based goals, I think that was another category. With that, it was 52 verses in a year. Which, technically, if I did 52 verses in a year, I'm pretty much there. But like, like
Parts of scripture.
I feel like parts of scripture is too broad as well. I feel like, in general, like
Segments.
verses. Verses, when I say verses,
Groupings of verses.
yeah, like memory verses, when I say that, it includes multiple verses. But yeah, like, so I've been memorizing consistently, but the problem that I keep facing is that I've been very consistent in memorizing it, but the problem that I face is I'm not revisiting the verses I've already memorized, so they're kind of losing the. I memorize a new one and I lose an old one, and so like I have the verses. If I were to read like maybe the first word or see the verse like, where it is in the Bible, then I could probably recite it. But yeah, I'm not practicing that, so that's something that might need to be changed. But overall, very consistent with that. Another goal that I added and I've been pretty consistent with is, and it's not 100% consistent. It's definitely something I'm working on. It's a lot harder than the other goals that I'm doing, but 90 minute work blocks a day, and that typically doesn't include like manual labor and that sort of stuff. It can, like, there are some days I included it because it was intentional, but in general, that's like reading a book that I want to study to get smarter. So like that would be 90 minutes devoted to that. Or working 90 minutes on a project or something along those lines. Like that's what counts for 90-minute work blocks, and that's something that I started including. And it's really difficult, like weeks there for a month or so. There was a week, 3 weeks where I didn't get a 90-minute work block in. And yeah, I feel like that's just working on that. That's another good habit I'm trying to build. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. You know, with memorizing scripture, I really enjoyed it when I was doing it, because I was doing I had its own notebook and I would spend a lot of time doing it. But then when I stopped doing it, I became inconsistent. Then I decided to. I remember talking about it on the last one. That I was going to do it more passively, but I realized I can't really just do stuff passively. Can't memorize stuff passively. I know I believe I will still really enjoy doing it. I need to be more.
There's a storm of birds above our head.
Oh, that looks really cool. Especially with the bridge just completely standing still, and then the birds flying.
Yeah,
out.
honestly, it's so. Look at this. Like, it feels so small now with this rock right here. Okay.
Yeah, with memorizing, I think I'm gonna have to be doing. Well, not have to, but I'll get to be doing 2 a week. So one for the first 3 days or the first 4 days of a week, and then for the latter 3 or 4 days. I'm looking forward to it, but I just haven't started. Yeah, also reading have become, I think, past week or so, probably past week, I've been consistent with the 10 pages. But yeah, that's been. Also, I finished Future Men, Douglas Wilson. Good, I recommend. Look into Douglas Wilson if you're a Christian.
And if you're not a Christian too.
Yeah. I did have a goal of visiting my grandparents, which I kept, I think, until. I didn't do it in June, I believe. I mean, no, I don't think I did it in May, but every other month I have kept it. I'll have to visit them before we leave to Europe. But then August, I don't know. It'll be for August. I'm also considering visiting my other grandma, my mom's mom. We don't see them very often, and I think she must feel. I think she'd
She must be
appreciate
missing out on my experience of knowing me.
on my presence. Yeah, I think I'm considering doing that.
Oh yeah, reading 11 books in a year. I have far surpassed the goal. I'm already at 17 books. For the year.
Audiobook, I don't know.
No, 10 books physical.
Okay.
And 7 plus, because I'm already listening to. I have 3 that I'm listening to, but I ran out of Mikey's audiobook hours,
Yeah.
so I can't listen to them anymore. So I'm on like 17 books for the year.
Well, I get 50% of that book, prestige. Half of that counts as my books, right? So I get 3.5 books, because you use my account.
Sure, Mikey. You know what? You can keep that knowledge. You can keep that for yourself. I'll keep the books right to myself too. Yeah, if you find solace in that, good for you, man. Or if you find closure. Yeah.
Okay, so well,
honestly,
seven
I
audiobooks.
listen to one person's book, so that means that like every book they've listened to counts too.
Oh,
so.
right.
No. Yeah.
I've read like 10 books of the Bible this year.
Bro, you want to count that? Okay. Okay, so I had a goal of reading through the entire New Testament, which actually I'm not exactly sure if I'm on track, but I'm more than halfway done. Like, if you look at the books visually, I'm more than halfway done.
Where are you?
I have 3 Gospels of the book, 3 Gospels to read. Currently, I'm finishing up 1 Corinthians. I'm on like chapter 16 or 15 today. I've read through Romans, Colossians, Philippians, all the Johns.
All them Johns.
All the Johns. Yeah, so I've read through most of the books. I have it on my phone, but that's been pretty consistent. Let's see what else. Honestly, I could probably look on my phone to see all these habits, but I don't know if I want to.
Why not?
Because I want to see if I can remember them, and if I don't remember them, then they're not important
They're not
goals.
worth remembering.
Yeah, I wonder, because I'm thinking right now with the verses, like, do I start like picking up the pace and trying to memorize as many verses as possible to get to 52? Or do I keep the intentionality there and maybe not hit the goal of 52 this year, but get it done with getting the verses done like intentionally each week? And then how do I make sure I'm not just coping with the fact that I lost track? Not lost track, but just like in a way I'm not on track anymore. So do I do that? Is there value in speeding my way through it, or do I keep memorizing verses that I find value in and like spending about a week on each verse?
Yeah. What if you do a couple days, like 2?
No, I don't want to figure it out because I'm not gonna do it. But yeah.
What if you do 2? You still keep a week pace, but you do 2 days for memorizing, and then the rest, or 3 days for memorizing, and the rest for review. Maybe like reviewing other ones, but maybe.
Well, ideally, this is what it would be. This is ideally like when I started and was most consistent with it, and it was just most beneficial.
Yeah.
Was what I would do every day would be I write down the verse, I go through memorizing it, and the later half of the week I might not even have to write it down, or I would write it down only the first letters of each word.
Yeah.
And then I would spend another 5 minutes or 10 minutes going through every verse I memorized previously, which is when the verses were most consistent.
Okay.
Although that takes 5 to 10 minutes of effort now, which is a higher barrier to entry. So, yeah. Another thing I think about is the fact that now that I'm 18, I'm a completely different person. Honestly. Even I feel different compared to when I was not 18.
Really?
And that's a good thing. And it's like, I just need to kind of, I want to step up to this plate, and I'm actually really thankful for it, because I realize a lot of people would avoid it. Like, I know a couple people who I've been talking to who are like, I would rather not be 18, I'd kind of just, whatever. And it comes with a whole bunch of responsibility, but I'm also looking forward to it. It's like all these different things, like getting a job and all these things along those lines. I look forward to it, and I realize that I actually enjoy it, and making progress on those goals is just so rewarding. And so like things like a job, it's not something you can avoid, you can try, but ultimately, like, you won't be able to avoid it. So might as well go ahead first and be intentional with getting to choose that, because at one point you're going to be forced to do it. Like, and whether, like, for me, I know my job is not a specific role in a company right now, and in general I don't think it will be, but a part of my job, which is to so so you might as well choose what you get to do, because like my job right now has 3 legs. I just told Mikey this. It's 3 legs. It's
Three-legged.
one is learning, or 2 legs. So I imagine it like this. This is my vocation, calling, job, name it whatever you want. This is the main thing that I'm aiming towards. This is what I'm going to be working towards my entire life, which is interesting because you think about it, your life is so short, but another day. But it has 3 legs, but it goes like this. Leg 1 is right here, and then it has a second leg, learning, which splits off into 2 more legs. So that's 1, 2, 3 legs, mainly like 2 big legs, but one leg with 2 smaller legs. And so the way it works is, in the learning leg, it has 2 parts right now. It's intentionally reading books, so studying books that will help me learn skills that I will use in the future. So currently, right now, it's like intelligent investor. How do you be an intelligent investor? What are the things that an intelligent investor does? What are the skills and the traits that person possesses versus every other investor? So a gambler, pretty much, or a emotional investor. So that's my learning right now. And then a second leg of it is college, learning technical skills like accounting and finance, so I can understand how to run a business well. And I think it just grew a 4th leg today. But
What is that?
the 3rd leg is apprenticeship and work. So that's the only leg that pays me right now. But that leg entails me working for another company that does what I want to do. So for example, it's a venture capital fund where I can be a part of the business evaluation and understanding how businesses are evaluated and what makes a business better, so I can in the future apply those things and actively be a part of it, networking. So that's the 2nd leg. And the 4th leg the 4th leg in general, with many offshoots that will probably die, which is good, is practically like starting or doing things in that area. So that means starting a business if I want to be an entrepreneur, or if I want to be an entrepreneur, doing things that will cause me to be an entrepreneur. So it doesn't have to be a business specifically, but it can be in that area. So there's a couple, like, it's pretty much building business ideas and seeing if they will survive. If they don't survive the testing and the like different filters it has to go through, then it dies. I imagine like a dandelion, and you pluck off bad dandelions until you find the one with, I don't know, the Who village that Horton heard.
I was like, what,
The special one.
Yeah, I'm like, what dandelions are you looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like
With
you find the
Whoville on it.
one with Whoville on it.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I imagine. I imagine that right now. Yeah, and that's about it for my job stuff. And so like thinking about it in that way allows me to approach it in a better way than most people, with, oh, I have to just do it to make money. Because ultimately the goal isn't just to make money, it's to be able to support your family, so that you might also enjoy it, and you find a purpose in it that ultimately is bigger than you, so that when you die, this purpose keeps growing and it doesn't die with you. Whereas if you work a job with less intentionality, and there's no you guys, those people are very respect worthy because they work extremely hard. But I do think there's a level of intelligence that goes into that, so that you might have something that leaves a legacy rather than just working to make money so that you can hang out, right? Because there's a bigger thing, there's a bigger mission that we're called to that does not exist if you are. It does exist, but you just don't respond to the call if you don't put intentionality towards it. So
It makes me think
I'm done.
your life is hard.
So,
Work will be hard, and you can either do hard work that goes against what you're made to do or goes against what you're gifted in, and that's just you're going to be doing hard work, or you could do hard work that does align with what you're gifted in, and that will have greater benefit, and that you will enjoy more. It's choose your heart. It's an idea I've heard that is very applicational. I see in most of life is choose your hard. Being fat is hard, and being fit is hard. Choose your hard.
Yeah.
So
well, it also ties into what I was saying about growth mindset, but that will never be brought up on camera.
that's on the Patreon.
No, there is no Patreon for that.
If I get 15 more subscribers, I'll be able to start a members thing.
We know who
Sub-
needs to sign up.
Subscribe right now, guys, and then that will encourage us to do members only content.
No.
No?
Yes. I'll do members only content.
Okay.
Those are my ideas.
That'll be Michael's corner. Yeah, 15 more subscribers, guys. Just come on, make a couple more alt accounts. It's not that hard. Like seriously.
If
And then
5
you can
of
donate
you
more.
just start 3 alt accounts, that's more than enough.
Yeah, or if 8 of you start 2 alt accounts.
Or if 15 of you start 1 alt account each.
You know, 90% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So if you guys could look down below.
Is that true?
Oh yeah. Well, depends if you mean reoccurring viewers or one-time viewers.
And just overall.
Well, I have like 500,000 views, so and 500,000 subscribers from that one video. So it's
So we know obviously what people want. Please just hear me up.
well, we had some of that. We had some of that during the.
Not
Not,
funny.
not gonna bring it up.
Cut it out.
That's gonna be the members only. So what is that?
The amount of value you get from members only more than pays for itself.
Yes, it's 0.1% of my viewers are subscribed.
Wow.
So 99.9% of my viewers are not subscribed. So hit the like, hit the like if you like. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it?
Okay. I think that concludes
What are we looking towards for the next quarter?
a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
I think that concludes. Okay. Next quarter,
Looking forward.
Europe trip, which is gonna take up a third of that quarter. Getting specific jobs and apprenticeships, volunteering, college is starting, and staying intentional with training and goals that I set. Those are the main things for the next quarter. Figuring out how do I balance it? How do I make sure that I can stay focused on growing as a Christian and as a man and what God's called me to, but also being in the world and ministering in that area.
Yeah. I mean, July.
That's what I have planned for next quarter.
Yeah. For me, July is. Oh, we have 20 days left in July, so gonna be backpacking trip, kids camp, and
Student camp.
yes, sorry, my bad. Student camp, hopefully backpacking trip. That would be fun. And a couple more. Just hanging out in June. August will be, and then Michael's been encouraging me to lock in a little bit more for some. Yes, you can't talk right now. I know, Michael. It's hard. For doing some research for a business I'm thinking about. Then August will be Europe, and then September we might do a trip to the Rockies. Do you think that's still gonna happen?
Yeah, actually, my car.
Oh,
We were thinking.
great!
I
Yeah,
was thinking, but I'm a full sleeper, so
Okay,
maybe
that,
not.
that would be difficult to sleep in. Yeah, might do a trip to the Rockies, and then we'll look towards working well in September, and then for the rest of that quarter. Okay,
Okay. Quarter 3 review of 2025.
quarter 2.
Quarter 2 review of 2025. Over.
Thank you for watching.
That's my signature. Get out of here.
Okay, this is my signature.
Yeah, you're gonna regret that. Okay. Obama grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, don't. Gianna's been telling me how much she loves that.
I heard you.
Yeah.
I was there, Mikey.
Yeah.
Okay, Mikey. I need all quarter reviews.
This is the after hours. This is the after hours.
Turn it off now.